ranging from malicious damage to property. There are those that relate to theft. There are those that relate to intimidation as well, possession of explosive devices, particularly petrol bombs. That has actually been one of the what you call the source for us. So it actually ranges over a number of issues there.
And I know you obviously gave an estimation of the damages for last year being, you said 50 million.
Yeah, I said 2015, 16, we're talking about 50 million. And this year, we are still actually tallying the numbers. And it may be worse because, we still have these sporadic incidences. Even if we feel that now we have reprieve, we'll have one or two attacks taking place. So we are still actually tallying numbers, so we can't give you exact figures, so to speak.
Okay. And in terms of, last year's damages and this year's damages, if you can explain what sort of impact it's going to have on the university's budget going forward?
Well, it's going to have actually a major impact on our budget because you have to replace something that you know that you have. That's why I think when students are talking about the unfortunate term of militarization, that we feel very sad because we are here to protect the small contribution of South African taxpayers' money and preserve institutions like this for the next generation. That's actually our task. And the only way to go about it, particularly if your security is compromised, is to ensure that you source out the security from outside. Because unfortunately, the situation that we're having now, our students are in allegiance with securities. If they go outside or they're protesting against a disciplinary hearing of a particular student, they actually leave their post, they're there. And we are left actually exposed. So that's actually the key reason here, to say, let's protect the little that we have, so that when we actually add something, we add something what we have. But now, to write exam in Cape Town, you don't have a multi-purpose anymore, because it was actually banned. You either have to secure a venue outside, or use the one Belleville. In a big family, talking about 34,000 students, it means that we'll have to look at now the whole question of timetable. How are we going to timetable our events? And also spend some money to source out events from venues from elsewhere, which was actually not necessary if things were normal. But being as it may, really there are no ill intention about security on campus, but it's just really to ensure that, as a previously disadvantaged institution, everything that we have matters.
Sorry, LobzMarele from Eyewitness News. I don't know if you answered the question, I might have missed it. Just as an add-on as well, is there roughly around a figure that you can give yet of how much you're spending per month on hiring the private security, and how long, because when we drove in there were Nyalas and police officers, how long will the security measures still be in place?
I think we answered that question. My CFO was still there. Security is not actually, private security is not actually cheap. It's something that we would like to see them actually living tomorrow ourselves. But unfortunately, we still actually have arsons, and we're actually saying that now we would actually like to have them really leaving our institution. But that is actually contingent on whether we actually stop or in our engagement, like this afternoon we'll be meeting students as part and parcel of our normal engagement, whether we can actually have complete cessation of hostilities. Remember, staff's cars are also stolen at this particular institution, and to assist staff to come over here, they would like to see a modicum of some protection from us as their bosses, and that's basically what we are doing. And I hope that we can actually be able to break this back and actually ensure that now we actually return to normalcy.
Okay, just have a couple of questions. Firstly, it's with regards to the private security as well, and related to last week's searches of the students and their residences. Was it particularly student leaders that were targeted, or was it the whole residence? And there was allegedly dogs that were involved. Are the dogs still there, or are they gone? And also, in terms of the insourced worker contracts, has there been a demand and a conclusion that has come into place?
Yeah. It's a very long and convoluted question, but let's unpack it. The whole question of in-source contract. We have actually painstakingly gone through it line by line with their unions, the new unions, and of course we have also asked them to secure an expert from outside, labor expert, to deal with some of the clauses that we were not happy with. So I would actually say from CPUT side, we have delivered on almost all. And we said, you know what, if there are issues that still actually need to be clarified, you are not happy with, we can actually invoke section 150 of the Labor Relations Act, where we can actually look at issues of actual mediation. So we are open to that. So that's why we are perplexed as to why you still have some of the in-source workers who are really misinformed. And I'm sure that you will assist us yourself as journalists to say, let's put the record straight out there. All the issues that were contentious in terms of the take-home, in terms of whether, in terms of sexual termination and SIRA, we are actually paying, look, we are paying them much more. Actually, the benefit as well that we actually have, we can talk about maternity leave, paid maternity leave, and all those things, they're part and parcel of the contract. So that is actually closed. The only thing that we were complaining about was actually the issue of take-home. But you know, the issue of take-home as well, it dependent on the medical aid and package, because remember, those are new things to these particular people. And sometimes there's actually just an issue of educational. That's why I normally say to them, it's always good that they use the labor expert, because once you start actually using students, who some of them have never worked, they don't understand the whole question of okay, labor matters. Then you can actually start looking at, for example, if you buy a medical, then there is of course the issue of a contribution from your side as well. And that is going to creep it on your bottom line. And that has been addressed.
Also, just one final question, sorry to take the time. Related to... it's gone now, it's okay, you can go ahead.
Dr. Nhlapo, I just wanted to stay here for 1 minute.
There was one question that you asked, and I don't want to leave, I'll come to your issue. It was the issue of whether we targeted certain leaders in residences. No, we don't target any leaders. We actually just look at residences where in terms of students writing to us, they are saying we are having a problem. Sometimes there will be a question of just dacha smoke, that we can't actually walk in this thing. Remember that now, you'll have a room here with a student sitting, studying, but the student will be saying that I can't sleep at night because of this and this and this illicit drugs taking place. And of course now, you look at those reports and you say, you know what, let's actually do this inspection. It's not really, there's nothing untoward. It's purely our residence policy to say, let's actually help the student, who some of them, I think one of the painful email that we read was a student who saying that now, I come 200 kilometers from here and I don't have anybody in the Western Cape. And as a consequence, I would like to move out of this particular rest. But now you have to do something as executive management. And we've done precisely that. It's not targeted to any individual. We love all our students equally, it's a fact. But the fact of the matter is, there are rules and regulations in the institution, and we are really trying to enforce those particular rules.
Thank you so much. I know the VC's diary is pressed, so you wanted a, let's do a walk and talk quickly.
Okay, thank you.